G'day guys, and you're back with Juzzy. Here's another mod for the Honda Rebel 500 Special Edition. Today we've got two sort of protective but also aesthetic mods for the Honda Rebel CMX 500. So you might have seen these radiator covers online. They are a really good price. They are delivered just as the cover and then containing some sort of Weber stripping that can be used to ensure that the air is channeled straight to the radiator. So that's not going to be very hard to undo. I'm just going to show you the tool that I will use to undo these, because online I see many posts about people stripping these bolts, and I see all sorts of funny comments such as you should tighten it first then undo it, which is just nonsense. So the reason why they are tight is because they would be installed with some Loctite from factory. Now this is literally a 1 day old Honda Rebel. As you can see for this part, there are two Allen key bolts on both sides. And the other part that I am going to be installing today, I actually purchased from WeBike Japan. So love packages that come from there because they are high quality. Here is a Speedra carbon fiber tank cover. So basically this is what's used, of course, when you go to put your petrol in there. The reason why I chose this one is because, unlike others, it actually has the insert here, which goes in there. It's actually hard to find one that doesn't have that. And in future videos, you're going to see that I've got some K-Speed tank cover that will go on here. And that is just going to look a real treat when you have a look at a tank cover and then see that it's got a carbon fiber cover there. So I'm going to install those today. And let's have a look at the Allen key tool that I recommend that you pick up for this bike in particular. Okay guys, so here are some hardened hex keys which I've purchased, the H6 and H8 from my local Bunnings hardware store. These are super hard in comparison to the sort of cheap ones you get in off eBay or something like that. When I purchased this, it did say it was something to the effect of a hardened steel. It doesn't actually have it on the imprint there. But I will be using that on all of the Allen key bolt heads for the bike. Now, for this particular one, H6 is actually a little bit too big. It looks like it should be a 5. So for instances where I don't have that, I do actually have some Allen key parts that I can install on a drill, but I also have a device like this. So the reason why I like this one is because you can just crank it with leverage and yeah, not have any concerns about the Allen key itself twisting. So that one's a little bit too small. What I'm going to do now is just go to break these. That's very hard with one hand, so I'll just loosen them, basically just using the leverage of the handle, and it should come off quite easy. Alright, so I've just moved those with the hand tool very easily, just from both sides. The shorter one is on top and it has a longer one on the bottom. Can't see any Loctite on that one. It was actually relatively easy to remove. So this is actually a plastic cover for the radiator, and it has grommets, as you can see behind it, to fit there. And this actual metal cover is has the width in such a way that it can slide directly over the IM part. Now I need two hands to do that, so I'm just going to slide that up so that those two holes match. But yeah, that's looking super cool already. Let's give it a shot. Really think about that. I've actually just removed the OEM plastic cover with the metal cover on top. And here's what the radiator looks like. I think I might actually just try it without that plastic cover there and see how it goes. It does look a little bit stretched going over, and as you can see, they're not flatly in there. So I'll try it without it, see what it looks like. So here's the aftermarket cover, and here is the plastic sort of hex cover, super light. Yeah, very easy to remove. This one's got quite more weight to it, it's much more sturdier. So let's just be really careful not to puncture the radiator. Yeah, it looks like it could go on there just by itself. I think I might just do that so that I don't have too much blockage of the radiator itself. Let's get that tightened up. So all 4 bolts are now tightened up. The fit was excellent. So this is a part that I did not buy genuine from K-Speed. It's actually one that I purchased from AliExpress, and it arrived and looks absolutely perfect. No issues with it whatsoever, no cosmetic issues with it. So super happy with that. That is quite literally the easiest mod you could do on the entire bike. So now I'm going to open up this carbon tank pad from Speedra. Let's have a look what's inside. So there's not very much inside this package. You literally just pull out the carbon cover, and as you can see, everything is just sort of stuck in between these 2 sheets. Let me just turn that around the right way. So yeah, super good quality part, no blemishes in it at all. So I'm going to take off this cover and check it out. Just taken the bottom layer off so that I've got the top one intact and ready to align. Let's try. Okay guys, as you can see, I've actually got the carbon Speedra cover now installed. I like this because it blacks out what is a grey part right on the top of the bike. Now I've actually got the K-Speed tank cover, so a complete tank cover that's going to be installed in some future videos. And still, of course, because you need to actually put petrol into the bike, that is one glaring thing that's just sort of obvious to see to me. So I think it looks really good. The fit was really good. It was a little bit tricky to apply, but we got there. And again, as I said, I like it because this one actually has the carbon cover down in the middle. So that's 2 mods ticked off on the bucket list, I guess you could say, for this bike. Again guys, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel or ask any questions, please do so. You're with Juzzy, and I'll see you in the next video.